Bismillah Rahman Rahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Hope that you would be doing good. Yesterday we studied about the significance of migration, and the last point of yesterday's lecture was the people who are living in Makkah, they started to feel more pain, more persecution from the people of Makkah because they did not get any kind of a success over there in the court of Negus over there. Today we are going to study the next topic because this topic has a deep link with the previous one. The people who are living in Makkah, the Muslims actually, they have to face lot of trouble over there. So people of Makkah started to increase the trouble gradually, step by step over there. So today we are going to study the social boycott which was done by the people of Makkah on the Muslims and the Banu Hashim. Okay, let's start studying the topic. Heading number one, background. You need to write down 2 to 3 lines as a background of that activity. Islam was spreading within the Makkah gradually. So people of different clans and people of different tribes, the influential people, they started to accept Islam, like Hazrat Hamza and Hazrat Umar. When they accepted Islam, people of Makkah, they became furious all the time because they thought that actually now Islam is, the Muslims are crossing the line over there, and Islam started to influence the major people of the Makkan society. So that is why they started to think something else over there. So they came with an option to Hazrat Abu Talib, the chief of Banu Hashim. So the options were given to him by Makkans are: number one, they said to Hazrat Abu Talib, you are supposed to withdraw your protection from the Prophet, peace be upon him, because Holy Prophet was being protected by Abu Talib from the beginning. He was the true counselor, he was the true consoler of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, all the time. So they came to him with a suggestion that you need to withdraw your protection from the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Basically, Abu Talib was the last man standing between Makkans and the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So they gave him first option that you need to withdraw your protection from the Prophet, and secondly, if you don't do this, we are going to boycott your whole tribe. Then get ready to face the complete boycott. So this was a great threat to the Banu Hashim over there. So these two options were given to the Abu Talib by Makkans, that withdraw your protection from the Holy Prophet and hand over him to us, or get ready for the complete boycott. Point number 3, boycott. In the 7th year of Hijrah, the people of Hazrat Abu Talib actually rejected the first option, that I'm not going to hand over my nephew Muhammad, peace be upon him, to you people. So in the 7th year of prophethood, all the people of Makkah except Banu Hashim, they got together at one specific place and they made an agreement over there. What was the agreement? The agreement against the Banu Hashim, because Banu Hashim, they were the protector of Holy Prophet. Abu Talib was the protector of the Holy Prophet. So they thought that we need to implement a social boycott on all the Banu Hashim over there, social and economic boycott over there. So they wrote an agreement on a plate over there. They wrote an agreement on a piece of the wood, and they hung that agreement on the wall of the Khana Kaaba. Why they did so? So that actually anyone who might used to come for Tawaf or Umrah, they might read it and then they might follow it. So that is why publicly they hung the agreement of boycott at the wall of the Khana Kaaba. So immediately, without any delay, this boycott was implemented by the Makkans on the Banu Hashim. When Holy Prophet and Abu Talib came to know about this, they started to leave the Makkah over there. So basically, they were a valley of Abu Talib known as Shabi Abi Talib. So Muslims were forced to move towards Shabi Abi Talib. That was the valley of Hazrat Abu Talib outside the Makkah, outside the Khana Kaaba. So when Muslim, and not only the Muslim but also the people of Banu Hashim, they started to leave the city one by one. They have to left their houses, their property, their everything, whatever they are having in the Makkah, and they have to settle down over there without any proper food or proper matters over there. So all social and economic activities was blocked over there. All roads which used to lead the people towards Shabi Abi Talib, they were being blocked. People were appointed over there so that actually no one might go over there, so that actually no one might have meeting with the Banu Hashim and the Muslims over there within the Shabi Abi Talib. Only in the days of Hajj, Muslims were allowed to come outside because they did because of some important reason, because they thought that if we do implement the boycott during the days of Hajj, then people will criticize us, the people will go against us, people will start raising voices for the to help the Banu Hashim over there. So that is why Muslims were and the Qurayshis were allowed to come out during the days of Hajj. Now let's move towards the another point, conditions within the Shabi Abi Talib. So basically, when Muslim actually started to go to Shabi Abi Talib, they very soon actually they are done with the eatables over there. Whatever they are having in the form of water or eatable thing, they got finished over there, and they don't have anything to eat or to drink over there. Children cried with hunger all the time. The valley echoed with the painful voices of the children. So it was very dangerous situation. It was very painful situation was over there. So the people actually they started to fed themselves on the boiled leather. Whatever they are having with them for leather, they used to boil in the water, and they used to drink that water in order to get some energy, in order to get some strength over there. After that, actually people started to eat the leaves of some trees in order to get some kind of a power or in kind of some kind of energy over there. So this is how they have to survive a lot to maintain their link with the life over there. Got it? So this is how that was a painful activities, and Muslim has to live over there without any kind of a mercy or without any kind of a help from the outside. Some noble people tried to help the Muslims, but they've been caught by the Makkans, and they were being persecuted by the Makkans as well. They thought that we need to finish the agreement as soon as possible, and the most important are from them Abul Bakhtari and Hakim bin Hazam. Okay, so basically after the boycott, after many years of the boycott, Allah helped the Muslims over there. So basically, Holy Prophet came one day. Holy Prophet came to his uncle, to Abu Talib, in the Shabi Abi Talib, and he told him that Allah has told me that the termite has eaten the agreement which has been hung over there on the wall of Khana Kaaba. Hazrat Abu Talib got surprised that how he might know about these activities. We are here in the Shabi Abi Talib, we never used to go to Khana Kaaba over there. How he might know this? When he heard this, he got surprised, and he sent a message to the people of Quraysh that my nephew has told me this. If this is true, then we are not going to stay here anymore, and we are going to come back. If my nephew's words are wrong, I'm going to hand over my nephew to you. Okay, when people of Quraysh heard this, they got happy that how this is possible that termite can eat the agreement over there. So when people of Makkah rushed towards the Khana Kaaba, they saw that the termite has eaten every word of the agreement except the word Allah. We got it? So because they started their agreement with the name of Allah, Bismillah Ta'ala, with the name of Allah Almighty. So termite has eaten each and every word of the agreement except the word of Allah. When they saw this, they got surprised. Then when they saw this, they thought that how this is happen, how this is possible that he might know about that. So this is how this boycott actually came to an end, and Muslim came out the Shabi Abi Talib, and they started to enter in Makkah over there. And so Muslim, this social boycott actually again tested the Muslim, because Muslim were being tested from the beginning in the form of persecution, in the form of torture, in the form of killing of Muslims over there. They have to migrate from Makkah to Abyssinia, and this social boycott actually tested him a lot over there. But Muslim remain loyal, Muslim remain devoted, Muslim remain passionate toward Islam. They did not say any words, bad words towards Islam, that we are being stuck here because of Islam or whatever that is. So none of them re-announced their faith, none of them said any bad words towards Islam. This shows the love and attachment of the Muslim towards Islam. So this was the social boycott which was done by the Makkans on the Holy Prophet and people of Quraysh over there. So next topic we are having with us, year of grief. So basically when Holy Muslim got back to Makkah, Holy Prophet has to face two tragic events over there: the death of his uncle Abu Talib and of Hazrat Khatija. These were the two personalities who were protector. These were the two personalities who were with the Holy Prophet from the first day of their revelation up to their death. Now the two protector and the guider of the Holy Prophet, peace on him, just passed away one after another. And Holy Prophet actually felt a lot of pain, and he started to call this year as a year of grief, the year of sorrow. So my dear students, this is the topic of the today. Read the both books carefully and try to make the notes by yourself. Inshallah, you will have the proper answer of it. Okay, tomorrow we are going to meet with new topic that is known as the visit of the Taif. Until then, Allah Hafiz.